Journalist and shugger Elizabeth Holmes was invited to Spotify Women in Entertainment party, but no Meghan Markle in sight. Has Spotify dropped a podcast, or is it still a delicate moment in time? Being friends with Meghan Markle may cost you socially, but now it's looking like it will ruin you financially as well. The streaming service, Spotify, has logged $230 million in losses after the CEO has admitted to getting carried away with major investments over the past year. According to the Daily Mail, Spotify invested heavily in podcasts and audiobooks in 2022, with an estimated $1 billion spent in building its podcast library that now boasts some 4 million titles. This led to the company laying off some 600 employees this month alone. However, the profitability of these investments has come under question, with the Daily Mail saying that they've hit gross margins after operating expenses grew at twice the speed of their revenue. Commenting on this, Spotify's CEO Daniel Ek said, "In hindsight, I probably got a little bit carried away and overinvested relative to the uncertainty we saw shaping in the market." The statement comes after Spotify reportedly spent some $18 million on a 3-year deal with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, under which Meghan's Archetypes podcast was released. However, Spotify's biggest expense came in 2020 when they spent an estimated $200 million on US podcaster star Joe Rogan for a multi-year deal. Moreover, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's podcast could be at risk as Spotify is forced to make cuts after overspending on signing high-profile contributors to the platform. In January, it was announced that Dawn Ostroff, who was responsible for leading the negotiations on Meghan and Harry's 3-year deal with Spotify, which is worth an estimated £15 million, had left the company. Spotify is reducing the headcount by around 6%, with around 600 jobs being axed. Mr. X said in a blog post, "I was too ambitious in investing ahead of our revenue growth." Meghan Markle has released a 12-part podcast series on Spotify, Dominic Lipsinki. Spotify has invested more than £810 million in building out its podcast business, which currently has more than 4 million titles, but that has eroded its gross margins. Meanwhile, Harry may have damaged the Sussex brand following the release of his memoir Spare last month. A US-based royal expert has claimed. Marlene Koenig, a royal historian focusing on blue-blooded Brits and Europeans, noted how the 38-year-old was the butt of many jokes on late-night TV. She said their branding may be damaged because the focus has been more on trashing his family and less on doing work. I hate to say this, but they're not A-listers. Miss Koenig, who also suggested stateside conversations about the royal family, will be limited besides King Charles's upcoming coronation, added, "Harry was the butt of many jokes on late-night TV. There have been a number of folks on TV as well as in print stating that airing dirty laundry is not a good thing. There will be a percentage of Americans who take their side and see Harry and Meghan as victims. William and Catherine got a very positive response when they were in Boston in December, big crowds. Alongside previous demonstrations of support when the Prince and Princess of Wales touched down in Boston last year, Miss Koenig claimed the royal family remains popular and argued Charles will have a great reception the next time he crosses the pond."